Welcome to the May 2026 commencement of West Texas A&M University. My name is Neil Cherry, and I serve as the Executive Vice President and Provost. It is my pleasure to introduce the administrators, the faculty, and the graduating students. Our May graduation is too large to accommodate all our graduates at once. The ceremony this afternoon will recognize graduates from the Paul and Virginia Engler College of Business. The processional will commence shortly. The platform party, including our university president, will process first. The president will be immediately preceded by the university's mace, carried by Dr. Robert King, the Wilder Professor of Business and Associate Dean. Following the platform party will be college administrators and faculty members. The procession will transition to our student scholars, graduate students first, then undergraduate students. Distinguished guests, the May 2026 graduation ceremony for West Texas A&M University. At this time, please rise and join Dr. Sarah Beckham Turner, Assistant Professor of Music, as she leads us in the singing of the National Anthem. Please be seated. Many in the platform party will be introduced as their duties arise. Allow me to introduce the rest of the platform party. Dr. Todd Raspberry, Vice President for Philanthropy and External Relations. Dr. Chris Thomas, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Rick Hossel, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Dr. Rex Pieski, Associate Dean of the Graduate School and Professor of Economics. Dr. Carolyn Baum, Assistant Professor of Communication and Director of the Atterbury Honors Program, who will be presenting medallions to students graduating from the Honors Program. Ms. Diane Bryce, Registrar. Dr. Brandon Bain, Chair of the Faculty Advisory Council. And Dr. Amjad Abdullah, Dean of the Paul and Virginia Engler College of Business. I also want to take a moment and thank the faculty who are with us today. Their knowledge and commitment have played a significant role in the professional development of our graduates. Will the faculty members in attendance please stand and be recognized? Thank you for your great work. Please be seated. The WT Spring graduation ceremonies include 1,637 individuals earning academic degrees. The youngest graduate is 19 and the oldest is 63. The ceremonies include students from 38 states across the nation and 23 different countries. This graduating class includes 120 with a perfect 4.0 GPA, 45 veterans, and 54% of the undergraduates are the first in their families to earn a college degree. At this time, please welcome Ms. Mary Vivian Ivey, Student Body President, for her address to the graduating students.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I want to congratulate you all on making it to this moment. It took a lot of long days and all-nighters to get here. Those long hours weren't just about the grades or the assignments, though. They were about proving to yourself that you could push through when things got difficult, that you could adapt when plans fell apart, and that you could show up even when you didn't feel ready. The truth is, those late nights taught you things no syllabus could. You learned how to work hard when it mattered. You learned dedication, not because someone told you it was important, but because you discovered what happens when you actually commit to something. And yes, you learned about procrastination. Sometimes had to avoid it, but let's be honest, You also learned how to get things done that looked great in a lick of time. Yes, we are here to celebrate the things you learned and accomplished in the classroom. But there are also many experiences you've had, friends you have made, and even failures you have faced. You learned how to navigate disagreement and still respect the person sitting across from you. You learned how to be a part of something bigger than yourself, whether that was a team, a club, or just a group of friends who showed up for each other. You learned that failure isn't the opposite of success, but it's a part of the process. You learned patience in ways you didn't expect. You learned empathy by being challenged, by having your assumptions questioned, and by meeting people whose experiences were nothing like your own. You learned that listening is often more valuable than speaking, and that admitting you don't know something is a sign of strength, not weakness. And perhaps most importantly, you learned that growth is uncomfortable. The moments that changed you were not easy ones. As you leave here today, remember that the growth doesn't stop. The challenges won't get easier, you'll just get better at facing them. The uncertainty won't disappear, you'll just get more comfortable sitting with it. And that the learning will never be finished. So take what you learned here, all of it, not just what's written on your diploma. Take the resilience, the empathy, the work ethic, and the humility. Take the friendships that sustained you and the failures that taught you. Take the late night conversations that expanded your mind and the quiet moments when you discovered what you're truly made of. You're ready, not because you have all the answers, but because you learned how to find them. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Mary Vivian. Our next speaker is Mr. Chandler Huddleston, a WT graduate who will offer remarks on behalf of the Alumni Association.
Good afternoon. My name is Chandler Huddleston, and I'm honored to be here today to deliver the alumni charge. During my time at WT, I had the privilege of serving as student body president. This opportunity, among others, gave me the ability to examine myself and the values important to me. For my education, I received dual degrees in economics and finance in 2018, as well as a master's of science in finance and economics in 2020. I currently serve as Vice President for Finance and Operations at First Bank Southwest in Amarillo. I remember sitting where y'all are today, anxiously awaiting the speakers to wrap it up so I could hear my name called, get my diploma, and go home. And I can with confidence tell you that one of the most important lessons I've learned in my life is no one ever listened to a speech and said, wow, that should have been longer. So I promise I'll be brief. But today's a monumental day. It marks the end of one chapter and the start of another in your own personal story. I encourage you to take a moment and relish in this accomplishment that you're being recognized for here today. I also encourage you to stop and reflect on your choices that have led to this moment. There's only one thing in this world that we can control 100%, and that is our choices. Every choice we make, big or small, has consequences, and every choice matters. We don't get to control the hand we're dealt, but we can absolutely control how we play our cards. There's a very wise and profound moment in the movie Frozen 2, when Anna is confronted with a variety of situations outside of her control. The trials of this world are closing in around her, and she realizes that what she must do is the next right thing. My wife and I have a 3-year-old daughter, so that's where that reference comes from. But do the next right thing. As the most recent graduates of West Texas A&M University, it is my honor and privilege to invite you to turn your class ring outward. This turning of the class ring outward symbolizes your transition from a student to an alumni. One of the responsibilities of an alumni is to serve your alma mater as an ambassador. Another is to give back through your successes, gifts, and service to the university that is given to you as students and to us as alumni. And with that, from the Texas Panhandle, you are now sent into the world to be proud alumni of West Texas A&M University. Go out and do the next right thing. God bless, and go Buffs.
Thank you, Chandler. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 11th President of West Texas A&M University, Dr. Walter Winlow.
Thank you, Dr. Cherry. Faculty, staff, families, friends, and most importantly, this day, graduates, soon-to-be graduates, of West Texas A&M University. Congratulations to all of you. Today is a milestone you have earned through long nights, hard choices, and steady perseverance. You have done something that still matters in the American story. You have prepared yourselves to contribute, to work, to lead, to serve. These things are the very nucleus of the American experiment. This commencement also sits in the long shadow and bright light of a national moment that's taken a millennium to get to. America is approaching our 250th anniversary. That fact invites more than fireworks and fanfare. It calls for reflection. A quarter of a millennium is long enough to prove something, not perfection, but durability. Not a life without conflict, but a capacity in that conflict to renew. Our nation has endured depression, war, social upheaval, and eras of deep uncertainty. Yet it persists because each generation decides again and again to shoulder the responsibilities, the fundamental responsibilities of freedom. And that word responsibility is where I want to plant a flag this afternoon. You are graduating at a time when pessimism is fashionable. The 24-hour news circuitry can make it feel as if the world is unraveling hour by hour. Institutions are criticized, sometimes appropriately. Trust can be thin. Cynicism can feel sophisticated. But I want to offer a different posture for your life after this ceremony. And I say this: choose optimism over pessimism, not because it's easy, but because it's faithful to the truth of how progress is made. And additionally, it's faithful to the DNA of this nation. Optimism is not naive. It is not Pollyanna speak. It is instead the steady conviction of forward-looking people and organizations who understand something essential. The squeeze of change can produce springboards rather than shackles. The world is real, challenges are real, but so is growth after trauma. So is renewal after loss. So is the human capacity, your capacity as graduates of West Texas A&M University to build something better, to be part of something larger than yourself, and like buffaloes, to run straight into challenges and storms rather than away from them. This is exactly what you will be called to do. I have spent most of my professional life in higher education, and if I have learned anything, it is this: healthy institutions and healthy individual lives thrive on integrity and transparency. A university earns public trust the same way all of you or I do, by telling the truth, by doing the working, by admitting mistakes, by staying on mission. When we are honest about trade-offs, about cost and value, about expectations, and about outcomes, we become more credible. And credibility is the foundation of progress. So why should you all be optimistic, especially as Americans nearing 250 years of life in a constitutional republic, warts and all? 3 reasons. First, because the American experiment is built on the radical belief that ordinary people can govern themselves. This requires civic engagement and responsibility renewed in every generation, with reverence for the constitutional framework and the moral vision that makes ordered liberty possible. Learned, it's practiced. Citizens who show up, all of you are showing up this day, and we're proud of that. You should be proud of that too. Secondly, you should be optimistic because something you already know from your own life, hard work still matters. In the Panhandle, we do not romanticize toughness, we live it. Our land is not made for the weak-kneed. People here have learned that rewards are driven by determination, forbearance, and for me, mostly by grit. Those are not merely Western values or American values, but they are Panhandle values. And those values lead to virtues. Thirdly, you should be optimistic because belonging is still possible. It is essential. Patriotism and what I call compatriotism do not mean blind agreement. They mean recognizing that we are part of something larger than ourselves, as Mary Vivian just mentioned. And we choose to participate. A free society cannot survive on isolation and sarcasm. It needs communities, families, churches, neighborhoods, civic organizations, workplaces, and universities with, I would say, their alumni associations, where people learn to disagree without dissolving and to debate without dehumanizing. WT should be such a place, and you should be such a person. And now, graduates, you are leaving WT at a time when the future of work, learning, and citizenship seems like shifting sand. New models are emerging, whether we know it or like it. Technology will change your field, almost certainly. Demographics will change your communities. The workplace will ask for flexibility. And through it all, I urge you, do not live as spectators. Live as participants. America does not need more commentary. It needs more contribution. So here are 3 practical charges, very briefly, for your life beyond this stage, where I stand and across which you'll walk shortly. Live with moral clarity. Your degree is not merely a credential. It is actually a responsibility. Tell the truth. Keep your word. Treat people fairly with dignity and respect. These are not small virtues. They are the very foundations that create and sustain and mobilize and energize public trust. Second, be a builder where you stand. Serve your community, especially when it's inconvenient. Service is easy when it's convenient, but maybe most necessary when it's inconvenient. Strong towns and strong regions do not happen by accident. They happen because citizens decide to be catalysts rather than just critics. And third, carry this pioneering spirit forward. Not reckless risk, but courageous, thoughtful risk. The American story has always rewarded those willing to work, adapt, persevere, and take a chance. Please commit yourselves to being one of those. Graduates, on our 250th anniversary, the question will not be whether our nation has problems. It always did, it always will. The question will be whether your generation had the resolve to renew what is good, correct what is wrong, and to defend what is worth defending. Today, as you leave West Texas A&M University, I believe you can do exactly that, precisely that. Be optimistic, not because the road is smooth, but because you are prepared, because you have been tested, because you know how to work. and accomplish something. You know how to learn. And because in a free country, the future is still something that we all collectively can shape, one honest day at a time. And lastly, I have a favor to ask each of you, a favor. Remember, you are in part born here in Canyon, Texas, at WT. And as ODS says in Homer's Odyssey, so nothing is as sweet as a man's own country, his own parents, even though settled down in some luxurious house off in a foreign land, and far from those who bore him. We, all of us at WT and in the Texas Panhandle, have in part born you. We've taken it seriously. We ask the same of each of you as you step into the next phase of your lives. Congratulations, class of 2026. Go serve well, and I wish you every blessing and every opportunity in your future lives. God speed. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wendler. We have now come to the point in the program that our graduates have been working toward. In a few minutes, the graduates will be coming forward to receive their degrees. As the graduates complete their walk across the stage today, the WT Alumni Association will present each graduate with an alumni lapel pin, signifying their official induction as a WT alumnus. After I certify the candidates, President Wendler will officially confer the degrees. Mr. Bradley Behrman, Associate Professor of Theater, will announce the names of each degree candidate as they come forward to receive their diplomas. Will all of the candidates for master's degrees please rise? President Wendler, on behalf of the graduate faculty at West Texas A&M University, I confer that these candidates have met the requirements for their various graduate degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Cherry. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of West Texas A&M University, as transmitted to me by Dr. Cherry, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University system, I take pleasure in conferring upon each of you whose names are on the official roster the appropriate master's degrees with all of the corresponding rights, privileges, and for me especially, responsibilities.
Please be seated. Marshals, please escort the graduate degree candidates to the stage. During this part of the ceremony, the college dean will place a hood on each master's degree candidate. This tradition dates back to the 12th and 13th centuries when universities were taking form. The colors on the hoods represent the university colors as well as the disciplines of the degree. Mr. Behrman, please introduce the master's degree recipients.
From the Paul and Virginia Engler College of Business, hooded by Dr. Amjad Abdullah, the Dean of the College, Judith Aranda. Caleb S. Bernal. Cole Edward Chitwood. Trevor Dobbins. Jax M. Farrell. Anna Martinez. Senia Anaí Rios. Jonah Michael Anderson. Lorraine C. Aragon. Caitlin Marie Ashby. John E. Bassett. Benjamin Besant. Brisa Bolaños Castro. Nicholas S. Bonner. Matthew Thomas Bowers. Sanchi Berger. Elliot Chappett. Holly Noel Cordell. Claire Leanne Guerrero. Jalen J. Johnson. Zapris Milagro Johnson. Meredith Blaine Kiefer. Kelly Mackenzie Keener. Austin Louis Lagarmarcino. Frederick Raymond Layton III. Kelly Renee Loper. Leslie Martinez. Colby Anna Matasovich. Prakash Patel. Hector Antonio Rivero Figueroa. Zamarie D. Roberts. Ajit A. Sankey. Annika Selena Santana. Reina Shrestha. Supanud Songpresert. Cameron Lane Stanton. Colton Brent Talk. Chris Eric Tamez. Alexis L. Villarreal. Kayla Janelle Williams. Catherine N. Young. Kensley Rylan Bailey. Alexandra Lisbeth Barahona Amador. Troy Bent. Pauline Josepha Tiburce Dongomale. Willow May Elam. Zane Thomas Hill. Benjamin Chikezie Igweze. Jack Leahy. Oscar Martinez. Logan Maddox May. Melvin Gabriel Nieves Rivera. Oluwamididade Moyiula Ulawefamie. Isabel Jacqueline E. Owens. Elvis Owusu. Amy L. Rambo. Cassidy Aaron Riza. Glenn Salcido. Jackie Lynn Saucedo. Saeed Abdul Rahim Shakil. Marcy Stewart. Jennifer Westfall.
Will all the master's graduates please rise? Let's have a round of applause for our 2026 master's degree graduates. Please be seated. An undergraduate student who maintains a grade point average of 3.5 or higher is considered an honor graduate. Honor graduates are recognized at commencement by a gold honor cord. I ask that all the honor candidates stand at this time and be recognized. Congratulations. Please be seated. Graduates who are veterans wear a red, white, and blue cord. I ask that they now stand and be recognized. Will all the candidates for bachelor's degrees please rise? President Wendler, on behalf of the faculty of West Texas A&M University, I certify that all of these candidates have met the requirements for their respective baccalaureate degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of West Texas A&M University, as just transmitted to me by Dr. Cherry and by the virtue of the authority vested in me, by the Chancellor and the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University system, I take pleasure in conferring upon each of you whose names are on the official roster the appropriate baccalaureate degrees with all of the corresponding rights, privileges, and responsibilities.
Please be seated. And marshals, please begin directing the candidates to the stage. Mr. Behrman will now introduce the baccalaureate graduates from the Engler College of Business.
Earning a Bachelor of Business Administration from the Paul and Virginia Engler College of Business, Madeline Danielle Aguilera. Jacqueline Nicole Alcala. James Allwine. Leslie Judith Armendariz Carrion. Graduating as an Atterbury Honors, Leah Aviles. Caitlin Elizabeth Bachman. Dylan Max Baker. Sinjin Blade Beasley Vasquez. Emma Christine Becker. Justin Matthias Benitez. Sol Berco. Ashley Borden. Giselle Burunda. Alexander Martin Boyles. Isabel Bribieska. Noah Donovan Brown. Marilisa Dominguez. Raul Cadena Jr. Savannah Rose Caldwell. Chloe K. Callahan. Jason Carreon. Brenda Janet Castro. Jalen Nicole Castro. Caleb Sidio. Reagan Danielle Clark. Carly Joyce Clopton. Connor Gage Kaufman. Gabriel Cooper Nurse. Kelsey Renee Cox. Briley Noel Crozier. Sur Dorai Awaz. Knight Keith Davis. Eric Xavier Dominguez. Morgan Page Ellerton. Travis D. Fain. Trey Kyler Ferris. Grace Fields. Angel Eli Flores. Nelson Alexis Flores. Braxton Riley Foster. Janie Ruth Franks. Luis Fernando Fuentes. Yesenia Galvez. Hudson Reed Gant. Jeremy Vincent Garcia. Michael Garcia. Esteban Gibbs. Brittany Gibson. Heidi M. Giesbrecht. Eric Gonzalez. Genesis Celeste Gonzalez. Cheyenne D. Gwynn. J.C. Tegan Guy. Canon Zachary Gwynn. Taylor E. Hagen. Randy Anai Harding. Alyssa Faye Hayes. Anthony G. Hernandez. Ashley Hernandez. Jody L. Holt. Paola Padilla Howell. Brittany Bowers Hutcherson. Nicholas Jett. Gentry Ryan Jones. Carly Shea Jones. Michael Jorzig. Kenneth Theodore Judkins. Riley J. Kettner. Sloan L. Knowlton. Rachel Nicole Lankford. Tony Lee. Allison M. Lamond. Maximino Augustin Lemus. Kimberly Lizardo. Rodrigo Lomana. Dominic A. Loya. Robert Joseph Lozansky. Catherine Rella Marshall. Graduating with Atterbury Honors, Luis Abraham Martinez, Jr. Bailey Lane Mays. Colton D. McDowell. Addison D. Price. Eric Andres Mendoza. Joseph Brock Mishak. Perla L. Molina. Fabian Daniel Morales. Antonio Morillo. Benjamin Robert Mosley. You got it. Ryan Keith Mott. Ron Naftali. Elliot John Neal. Caden R. Nestor. Yamel Navarez. Callie Michelle Newcomb. Kara Jo Newton. Sarai Abigail Norena. Adriana G. Noyola. Bailey D. Ocanas. Tate K. Ogletree. Yadira Ontiveros. Casey Nicole Opitz. Jose Alfredo Ortiz. Molly J. Paddock. Abraham Padilla. Kevin L. Palomo. Justin Matthew Paolucci. Leslie Para. Caden W. Nolan. Gabriela Pardo. Daniel Guzman Pedraza. Adam Andrew Penn. Thank you. Johanna Perez. Tiffany Ann Perez Bailey. Ethan Wayne Ferris.
This one's pronounced Headkey.
Jacob Powell Headkey Porter. Jordan Purcell. Ramirez. Kaylee A. Rangel. Michael Robert Reese. Reinhardt. Gavin Joseph Reinhardt. Julian Rivero. Grady O. Roberts. Luis C. Rodriguez. Carl Dustin Roop. Faith Rosas. Marcos Anthony Rubio. Graduating as an Atterbury Honors, Romy Sofia Rubio. Emily Ruval Cabadeluna. Sherry Amber Salazar. Amber Desiree Salinas. Damian James Sandoval. Arminda Isabel Santos. Danielle L. Soseda. Mallory Schlesman. Maggie Claire Sharp. Madison Grace Sloan. Jordy Soto. Albert Spencer. Camden Edward Sperry. Say one more time. Audrian Emisha Sani.
You messed this one up, you might have to be fired.
Okay. Alexander Riley Taylor. Aileen Tena Magallanes. Chloe Louise Thomas. Jesus Torres. Win Tra. Tori Nicole Trahern. Shayla D. Trejo. Keat T. Trin. Isabel Marie Trujillo. Madeline M. Tucker.
Valle.
Christine Ashley Valle. Elizabeth M. Vasquez. Melissa Dene von Grasmy. Rachel Walker. Heaven Sky Watson. Maylee Marie Wirtz. Carrie DeShane White. Tracy Dawn Witten. Mark Ryan Wiegand. Braden A. Wilson. Emily F. Wisner. Gracelyn Word. Natasia Deanna Young.
Okay.
Charles Gerard Zider. A Bachelor of Science from the Paul and Virginia Engler College of Business, Sharon Nema Singh. Katie Ali Rodriguez.
Will all the new bachelor graduates please stand? Please signify your graduation by moving the tassel on your mortarboard from the right to the left. Congratulations. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to acknowledge Mr. David Lowe and our talented brass ensemble for arranging music for the ceremony. Thank you very much. I would also like to thank our faculty marshals, Dr. Neil Meredith, the Dana Professor of Business, Dr. Leslie Ramos Salazar, the Abdullah Professor of Business, Dr. Ann Bartel, the Don Hodges Professor of Business, and Dr. Oscar Solis, the Gene Edwards Professor of Financial Planning. Thank you. Finally, thank you to all the people who have worked behind the scenes to make this event to honor our graduates possible. We appreciate your good work. In a few seconds, I will ask that you rise to join in the singing of our alma mater, led once again by Dr. Beckham Turner. After the alma mater, please be seated during the recessional and remain seated until the graduates have filed out. Please rise for the alma mater.